Now, the only thing I did want to ask you, Bryan, is, and this will transition to our next part, which Camila will be going over. But then the last part is, if the tenant was behind on their rent, one of the options was that the tenant at the end of the eviction moratorium is supposed to pay 25% of that. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that? And then
Right.
that transition into the other option, that if they don't, that there's another option, which is the rental assistance as well too.
Yeah. So the way the law is written right now, if the tenant has financial hardship, they're supposed to pay 25% of the rent. So in other words, let's say that you have a tenant who's paying $1,000 a month rent. The tenant is only supposed to pay $250 of that rent. But here's the kicker. The 25% does not have to actually be paid until the deadline. And right now the deadline is September 30th, 2021. So let's say that you have a tenant that stopped paying rent in, just hypothetically October 2020, and then that over the last 12 months, they're just racking up the 25%. Well, the tenant can stay in the house legally by paying zero, just by filling out the financial hardship declaration, and then theoretically on October 1st, 2021, the 25% is due. Actually, the whole thing might be due on October 1st. We're not sure what the law is going to change to, but people think that they have to pay the 25%. No, they don't. They don't have to pay anything. They just have to. The law is saying that they're on the hook. A lot of tenants are actually paying the 25%, so that's kind of a nice show of good faith. I think that if tenants truly are financially struggling, and they can at least pay the 25%, that shows that the tenant has some good character at least. But legally, they don't have to pay anything.
Perfect.